Welcome to the weekly Whoop Ass Farm Show. I'm Bill Brasky and I'll be talking with my opponent for the week. Today we have the ass end of the Chris division, Kent Smatches.
Hello there.
Welcome to the show. You need to get your act together, Rabbi. This 0-2 bullshit is starting to get all too familiar for your teams. I was hoping this would be a good matchup, but if you play like you have so far, it's going to be like Macaulay Culkin arm wrestling Stallone.
I may not be good at playing players that score points, but I'm really good at picking up players who scored a lot of points the previous week.
Well, I see that method is a winner. Might I suggest a new, less reactive, more innovative strategy that will help you?
I would sell my left knot for a crust of your fantasy bread.
You see, I could tell you to cease shooting 80% of your airbenders on 3 top-shelf players if you cannot surround them with consistent producers, but you already know that. Instead, I'd like to share with you the fantasy genius that was Sir Isaac Newton.
Wait a minute, how would he know anything about fantasy football?
Let me put it this way. Have you ever heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes.
Morons. Newton's law of universal gravitation can be written as a vector equation to account for the direction of a fantasy football team as well as its magnitude.
What the fuck?
All you have to do is use the inverse square law on players. This shows that some physical quantity or strength is inversely proportional to the square of the distance from the line of scrimmage to that physical quantity. Apply that to your draft next year, and you'll be fantasy gold. Otherwise, you'll end up like the Mariners, pathetic and all alone in the cellar.
Not sure that really makes any sense, or would be useful to my fantasy teams.
That's funny, I thought the same thing about your draft strategy.
That's it, buddy. I'm going to push you against a curb and kick in your thick head.
Your parenting skills won't work on Bill Brasky.
Well, Philip Rivers is going to devour the Seahawks secondary quicker than just in a case of Mountain Dew.
That is undeniable and thus causes a deep sadness within my heart. However, by the end of Sunday, you're more likely to think Cooper enjoyed strolling down Broadway and drag than thinking you have a chance to win. I'm sure my humble point predictions will be in the 70s again, but mark my words, I may not even need Rodgers or Finley to suit up for Monday night.
You're an arrogant bastard, and will be humbled.
You are correct, but unless you kidnap all the women and children related to your starting roster as leverage, there isn't a chance in hell your players score enough points for you to humble me. Perhaps you should leave the humbling to your brother, he actually would stand a chance. How about you focus on trying to score 80 to 90 points in a respectable loss?
Well, good luck to you, Bill Brasky. You are a canker sore on my ass that I want to wipe cream on.
Take a picture trick, I am on a boat, bitch. We drink in Santana Champ cause it's so crisp. I got my swim trunks, and my flippy floppies. I'm flipping burgers, you're at Kinko's straight flipping copies.